Yeah, which is inspiring.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm really curious to hear more about how he's applying these skills to businesses.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like he's really tapped into something that a lot of businesses need.
Yeah.
You know, so many businesses are looking for ways to, like, streamline their operations and use technology without having to, like, hire a whole team of developers.
Right, totally. And I can...
Yeah, so, like, that's a good point, right? And even though I'm not technically doing it yet, here's the general idea and concept is that up until now, in the context of the availability of most non-technical employees being able to go out and start building technical solutions for a company, it really hasn't existed like it does today until now. Until the over the last 2 months, really, you've seen some huge advancements from the no-code solutions, whether it's using Claude Sonnet 3.5, using Replit with the AI agent, or using Cursor to build a lot of these applications. Guys with very limited code experience like myself, going and building full functioning websites. And the reason that's so powerful when it comes to talking about using this in a corporate setting is like the as we heard in the conversation here, trying to hire out an entire dev team to come and build a specific piece of software for your business can be very timely and very expensive. But if that corporation already employs someone, let's say like myself, and I start to learn these skills and I'm able to at least build out this project, say 90%, and then you hire someone to come in and put the finishing touches on and give it that professional finish. Because I do really strongly believe that, even though I'm learning and I can technically take a product from beginning to deployment, doesn't necessarily mean that I have all of the correct framework and the correct professional development to go and ensure the security and safety and all that kind of stuff of a already built functioning website. So just use caution, but it's also just really interesting because, like I said, all of a sudden if a company can lean on someone like myself that doesn't have a technical background, they can look at saving a lot of money but still end up with the better solutions, more customizable software, and at the end of the day become more profitable.
You can see how no code would be a game changer for them.
Oh yeah.
It's like instead of being limited by their tech skills, they can focus on their core business ideas.
Exactly.
And use no code to bring those ideas to life.
And what's so great about Blue Collar Tech's approach is he's not just like selling these services.
Right.
He's actually sharing his knowledge and experience like freely through his videos.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
It's almost like he's creating a blueprint for others to follow.
Yeah, I love that about him. He's so transparent and generous with his knowledge.
Totally.
He even shows like a demo of a contact form that he built for a client that uses an API and GPT to create these personalized responses.
Oh, wow.
It's a simple example, but it really shows the power of combining no code with AI.
It's a great example of how you can really elevate the user experience with relatively simple tools.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine getting a response to your inquiry and it feels like it was written just for you.
Right.
It creates this much more engaging and personal connection.
Totally. And he mentions that he actually used ChatGPT to help write the copy.
Oh, really?
For those personalized responses, it's like having a virtual writing assistant.
That's cool.
That can tailor its tone and style to each customer.
It's amazing how these AI tools are becoming so accessible and integrated into our workflows.
I know, it's crazy.
I'm curious, have you experimented with using AI for writing at all?
I'll be honest, I haven't really delved into that yet.
Okay.
I'm more of a visual person.
Yeah.
So I'm drawn to the design aspects of no code, but seeing how Blue Collar Tech uses it for things like copywriting and brainstorming, it's definitely making me reconsider. Mm-hmm. What about you?
What are the ironies of conversation that was generated by generated by an AI about a conversation between two AIs talking about whether or not they've implemented using AI in their workflow? it's pretty ironic and pretty funny, I think.
Have you played around with these tools?
I've dabbled a little bit with ChatGPT.
Okay.
For like brainstorming and outlining.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly helpful for overcoming writer's block.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and generating ideas that I might not have thought of on my own.
That's awesome.
It's like having like a brainstorming partner on demand.
I love that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
It seems like AI can be valuable for all sorts of creative stuff, not just code.
Well, that's really true. And one feature that actually just launched, it's actually only available like on the desktop version or on the cellular, like on your iOS, Android device. But it's just a voice. It's a voice to text speech. So a really good idea. And I'm not, at my desk, or I'm just out for a walk, or doing whatever where I'm not in front of my keyboard. I'm not going to sit there on my phone and try and text out all these ideas. I'll just open up my phone, open up the GPT app, use the voice chat, and just talk. Just have a conversation with it. And you can even instruct it like this. I don't need any response back. I just want you to take notes on what I'm saying, listen, help me organize my thoughts. And then after you're done talking, you can ask it to review and give you some feedback, some thoughts on what his perspective is. Ask it to do some research on something that you're not fully understanding. Just really there to help you and guide you and give you that assistance you need.
Coding.
Totally.
So we've talked a lot about blue-collar tech and his approach to no-code and AI.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's important to bring it back to our listener.
Yeah, good point.
What does all of this mean for someone who's just starting out
Right.
on their own no-code journey?
That's a great question.